Hi, I'm Leon Lovelace, and this is Unstoppable Force. Okay, I bought this lavalier microphone about 2 or so weeks ago, and I didn't talk about it, but hopefully it picks up my voice a lot better, and it just really captures great sound quality. Hopefully I sound really sexy for you guys, because the mic that's on this camera right here, is pretty crappy. And then actually the programs I use to watch the videos and to edit them, it doesn't really project the sound all that well. So when I'd watch and edit it, it didn't sound that much better. But hopefully on the YouTube videos that you're watching, hopefully I just sound a lot better than I did before, because I couldn't tell that much. I could tell it picks up my voice, so I sound louder, but sound quality wasn't that much better. So hopefully the sound quality is pretty good. So maybe I'll watch one on YouTube just to see, but hopefully it's just working a lot better than the standard mic was. All right, and also wanted to do an update on the Standing Rock protest, because it's quite a couple weeks ago that I did my first video on it, and some of you, I'm seeing more views on it, so I'm liking that. So then also I needed to, some other new things just happened, so I needed to talk about that too. So also what happened was that Obama talked about the Standing Rock protest, and he talked about how he needed to let it play out between what's going on with the protesters and the police. And I mean, are you fucking kidding me? He wants to let it play out as a euphemism for letting that company, I forget the name of the company, but to say, you know what, I'm going to let them keep drilling, finish the oil pipeline. It's probably because his corporate donor called him up, said, hey Obama, we got a lot of money riding on this, so let them drill the fucking pipeline. So that's probably what happened, was his corporate donor said, hey, you know what, we spent a lot of money to get this developed, so you need to let this pipeline go through. And of course, the company, they don't have any permits or anything to say, you know what, they are legally allowed to drill around Lake Oahe, I believe it's called. Yeah, they're not even legally allowed to drill around the lake. They're supposed to be around 20 miles away from the Missouri River, because we got to make sure that we don't contaminate it with any oil spills or anything, because the pipelines do leak because there's lax regulation on them. So that's just really egregious. And then a couple weeks ago, the CEO for the company, he said that he was going to keep drilling. He said he was going to keep drilling under the lake after Obama said he was going to let it play out. So, I mean, to me, I don't think that it would have changed anything. Even if he said it before Obama said he's going to let it play out, Obama wasn't going to say, you know what, I'm going to shut it down, because this is just one of the many examples that shows that Obama is a neoliberal. What he does is what his corporate donors want. All he's done throughout his presidency is say, well, I'm going to talk about some issues and give speeches about how we need to help the people in the United States out. We got to clean up the water like in Flint, Michigan. We need to protect the workers in Detroit, make sure they have jobs. But he didn't put any teeth to any of his speeches he said at all. All he's been doing is giving lip service to us and saying, oh yeah, I'm going to do this and that for the people. But behind closed doors, or when he's not in front of that camera and microphone, he's saying, corporations, oh, you need some donations? Or you need tax cuts? Okay. Yep, give you tax cuts. Oh, you need more kickbacks? Yep, give you more kickbacks. Here you go. Here you go. Give you more money right here. Give you more money right there. Oh, you need more lax regulation? You don't need me to increase any regulations? Yep, gotcha. Here you go. Thank you, sir. Give me some money? Yep, thank you. So that's all he's done. There's numerous other reasons why, or other instances why he's just fucked us over. So maybe another video I'll go on about that, but this is one of the perfect examples. Him, the black president, should have been one of the first people to say, you know what, we have a lot of Native Americans that it's their land. The treaties that we signed back in 1850 showed that This is their land. We're not going to dig up their land. We're not going to dig up their burial sites where their ancestors are buried and put a fucking pipeline under it. He would have, if he was a progressive, he would have said, we're not doing it. We're not going to do it at all. You're not going to build this pipeline. It's bullshit. You're not crushing Native Americans just to make money. They're the original minority. They were the majority when Europeans came here. And you know the history. If you don't know the history, the Europeans have just crushed the Native Americans from day one. All they want to do is push the Native Americans out. They killed them and they pushed them out of the lands that they wanted. That's what the United States has done. Since before it was even the United States. They've crushed Native Americans. Anybody that wasn't white, they crushed them. Obama's done the same thing because he's a neoliberal. He does not work for the people of the United States. He works for his corporate donors, for Wall Street, the oil companies, big pharma, everything. Everyone that's against you is who he's for. Oh, and then one thing that did happen was 2 cops quit over the protest. Some people say, oh yeah, see, cops are good. But yeah, see, the police, the police are corrupt. Because whenever a couple cops say, you know what, our job is not to crack the heads of minorities and white people that are protesting with them to protect the water. Because this water doesn't just provide necessary water for those tribes that live in North Dakota, but for hundreds of thousands, even maybe a million or a few million people that live down that river. So a couple guys said, you know what, I'm not going to crack their heads anymore. And since the whole system, the whole police system is corrupt, they can't fight them and talk to their police chief or the head of the sheriffs or anybody higher than them and say, we are not to be cracking the heads of these Native Americans on the behest of a corporation. That's not our job. So what happens is when good people say, hey, I'm going to stand up to the heads of these corrupt organizations and say, let's clean it up. Let's do what we're supposed to do. Let's do the right thing and protect the people, not crush the people. They get pushed down because their bosses and the masses say, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do what we should do. We're not going to protect the people. We're going to protect the corporations. They might be paying them directly. I doubt it. But the big corporations, the governor, maybe some of the mayors said, hey, we got to make sure this pipeline is built. So we got to crack the heads of these Native Americans. We got to militarize ourselves and make sure we intimidate them as much as we can. Let's make sure that whenever the mainstream media comes, they just talk about how, oh, there's some violence going on. Let's make sure they're not saying that we're cracking their heads. We're not assaulting them. We're not strip searching, throwing people in jail, especially women. We're not just arresting a whole bunch of people for protesting when it's their First Amendment rights to protest. Let's make sure they don't talk about any of that. We're going to steamroll them because this company needs to make money. And that's bullshit. So we'll see, but we just need to keep fighting. We need to make sure we can fight with them as much as we can. If you're able to go to North Dakota and go to the Standing Rock protest, go out there, go protest with them. If you could give money, go donate some money to them. Talk to people about it that haven't heard about it. I'm going to try to talk to some more people. I made this video. Hopefully a few more people will be able to see this and know what's going on. Yeah, because a lot of this is from the Young Turks coverage, and especially TYT Politics. Because Jordan Chariton's been out there a few times, about 4 times. So just tell everybody about it. And I'm going to try to give some money too. So we got to make sure we protect them. Because they're the people just like us. They need to be protected. We all need to protect each other.